So here's the problem that you had to do on your own. Let's do it together. So first we're going to group terms. So I noticed that I have a cubed term and a cubed term. So I'm going to take these two, and that's 5x cubed plus 3x cubed. And then I have a squared term here. Notice that I'm going in descending order of the powers. I don't have any other squared terms, so I'm just going to say plus 4x squared. Now I've got two x terms here and here. So that's plus 4x minus 2x. And then I've got one last term over there, the minus 6. So let's combine everything. 8x cubed plus 4x squared plus 2x minus 6. And that is my final solution. If you're having trouble with that one, got it wrong, don't know why, please make sure you ask me, comment, do something to figure it out. But let's move on and talk about subtraction. Now, subtraction is a little bit different. It's the same idea. We're going to combine like terms. But we have a slight difference. Notice that we have this minus sign outside of the parentheses. What that means is that this minus sign is subtracting everything inside. Subtracting everything inside the parentheses. So this is minus negative 2n squared, minus 2n, minus negative 4. So we have to be careful. We can't just start combining the terms right away. What I like to do is kind of pretend that this is a negative 1. So I'm going to rewrite this, 4n squared plus 5. And then I'm going to pretend that that's a negative 1 that's multiplying it, because it's basically the same thing. In fact, anytime you see a negative sign, you can pretend that it's just a negative 1 multiplying it. So what I'm going to do then is distribute the negative 1 across here. So this is 4n squared plus 5. And then negative 1 times negative 2 makes positive 2n squared. And negative 1 times positive 2n makes negative 2n. And negative 1 times negative 4 makes positive 4. And now that we've distributed that negative, I'm going to write that over here, what we did. Distribute the negative. Now that we've done that, we can group the terms and add them together, just like we did with addition. So we have 4n squared plus 2n squared. That's that term and that term. Then we have minus 2n. That's that term. And then we have plus 5 plus 4. And then we combine them together. 6n squared minus 2n plus 9. Final answer. Let's do one more subtraction practice before I have you do one on your own. Again, remember, this is kind of like there's a negative 1 right there. So we're just going to pretend it's a negative 1 and distribute it to everything inside the parentheses. So this is 4x squared minus 3x plus 5 minus 3x plus, oh, excuse me, that's 3x squared, plus x, because it's negative 1 times negative x is plus x. And then negative 1 times negative 8 is plus 8. This way, the subtraction goes to everything inside the parentheses like it's supposed to. Now we'll go ahead and group the terms. 4x squared minus 3x squared, negative 3x plus x, plus 5 plus 8, and put it all together. 4x squared minus 3x squared is x squared. Negative 3x plus x is negative 2x. Plus 5 plus 8 is plus 13. And there's my final answer. You've got one last video after this that'll have the answers to the question that you did on your own. So go ahead and do the question on your Canvas notes now, and then check out the last video to make sure you know you're doing things correctly.